And then of course here we got the map, so I might have a little zoom in on this here. And we have Illyria. Now last week I showed you some of the units from the beta version of Rome Total War that did not make it into the game, along with some cut content and some hidden units as well. Today we look into the campaign before release. I'm just going to show you some interesting things I found, and there may be some stuff I miss, but you know what? That's okay if I miss some stuff, because there may be a part 2 someday, because there's quite a lot to actually go over. All links of the videos used will be in the description below. Let's begin. First of all, thank you to Pike for sending me most of this stuff. Alright, so this is the first one. As I said, it'll be linked down below. I won't watch the full thing. What can we see from this? So, first of all, we've got completely different unit cards down here. Like, look at the archers. We do have some clearer images later, but this one is just one that I wanted to look into first. And yeah, you can just tell some basics here. Interestingly, actually, this here, it says Anno 0, I think, as the start date, or the year that they're playing in. And this actually fits with an image that I showed you all a few weeks ago, which showed the start date as like Anno 254. It was a loading screen. So yeah, originally the date was meant to be planned as Anno, and they did make loading screens with the Anno in, but they of course at a later date changed it to the BC AD system. The end turn button here, look at it, it's red. I don't know, that's nothing really, but still kind of interesting, just seeing everything in a different place. So yeah, it's of course blurry. We got higher quality stuff coming later, don't you, Abby? We got the Wonders, Alexandria, and the Pyramids there. Oh, look at the movement zones there. So poor quality for the time. Wow. I mean, good quality for the time, but compared to what it did end up looking like it's so much smoother now. Wow. Oh, look at the little walking as well. It's a dotted line. Just all the little stuff. I love the little stuff. Alright, so he's now showing us a battle now. It's not about battles, so I won't go into too much detail here. But there's some interesting things I did spot. First of all, the map, very different. The timer is in green. And this actually looks like the pyramids are interactable, like how you can sometimes have a temple or a farming village on a map, and you got to work your way around it. It looks like maybe the pyramids were meant to be on the map. Also, we got some stuff interesting down here as well, like a yellow chant sort of thing there. I don't know, it's super weird, but if you can make that stuff out, then, you know, by all means, please let me know what you see, and that's interesting that I could have missed. And if you know anything else that isn't shown in this video as well. Oh, look at this shot here, just the smooth camera flow. That's nice, I like that. Beautiful. Ooh. Yeah, that's one of the old cutscenes, I think. Wow, I'm screenshotting that. Yeah, this here could be the thumbnail. But anyway, we've seen that one now, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so let's start off with this image here. This is so much clearer. And yeah, Anno 0, I got that right there. It looks like this is actually a slightly later version than the video we just seen. Ooh, that's actually much higher quality, I think, than we have now. Nah, actually, I think I prefer the written version. Yeah, maybe the symbols, I don't know. Completely different unit cards. He looks so chubby there. Look at him. And then of course here we got the map, so I might have a little zoom in on this here. Scythia is orange, yeah, the colours are completely different. And we have Illyria down here. Now, what would the faction Illyria have as their unit roster? And I was thinking about this, and maybe like the Illyrian skirmishers were just meant to be a normal unit, but they decided to make them mercenaries. I don't know why they got cut. I kind of do see why, really. Yeah, I think if I had to cut any faction, it had to be Illyria, I think. But overall, it would have been nice if they were there, I think. And then, of course, Thrace here, with the same colours of Egypt, which is interesting. Now, the third point I want to point out about this, first of all, the map's a little weird with London, like, London's tiny. The regions are, of course, a different shape, but they're all still there. So yeah, they must have decided on the map very early on. But where's the Greek city-states? Now, it's a very small faction, of course, difficult to see, but I can't see it at all. Like, it looks like with Sicily here, that it's just 2 regions, so Syracuse has been cut out, and it's difficult to see. I think it's quite possible that there is no Greek city-states in this version of the game, and of course maybe that's it, maybe they were limited with how many factions they could have had, because I think there actually is a cap. They dropped Illyria, and they added the Greek city-states instead. Ooh, that would have been interesting. Yeah. Of course, we got some basic stuff like this has moved to the left a little bit. And yeah, now let's take a look at this campaign. So we got... I kind of like that, actually. The faction emblem is not only above the settlement, but also above the port as well. Interesting. And I believe this is an older version of the German faction icon as well. And of course, all the colours are very different as well, much more green. Alright, this is another one that Pike sent to me, and yes, first of all, let's take a look. Roman Archer. This is actually even later on, so a bit more changes have been made. So first of all, yeah, Roman Archer, different unit card. Actually, same unit cards, but different image there. What have we got here? They've changed it to BC, but the money looks weird being there, but they have changed it to the BC system by this point. They still had their little thing up here though. They didn't go for the letter version yet. And then what do we have here? So we got the map now. What have they done with the map? So the Greek city-states has been added and very clear. It looks like on this version, Halicarnassus was occupied by the Seleucid Empire. Interesting choice there. And have the Gauls expanded? Yeah, the Gauls have... Yeah, the Gauls have changed borders. I think they don't have Massila, and they have... Is this Lutdum? Yeah, I think they swapped those 2 around or something. I can't remember exactly, but I think that's how they do it. And I think the Germans are a bit larger. Yeah, the Germans don't start with Denmark. Or is this... No, this is 4 turns in. This is 4 turns in, okay. Yeah, and Parthia have expanded by 1. But still, I won't be surprised if some of these factions start with this, because what I see from my AI-only campaigns, the first 4 turns, like, it's only the Roman factions that do anything in the first 4 turns. It's very rare that you'll see conquests, so I won't be surprised if they actually started with these settlements. Alright, now what I've been linked to is Rome Total War Part 1 and Part 2, which looks like a 2-episode long series looking into Rome Total War. Now this was released, the video came up at 2006 by this guy here, of course, links down below and everything, and I won't watch through the entire thing, just a few clips of the campaign. Let's throw him a like, there we go. But yeah, let's see what we can find. Now, apparently it is beta gameplay. I don't know how we got access to this. Maybe he had the footage and he's just recorded. He's just uploading it a few years later. Rome Total War released 2004, this is 2006. Any campaign stuff. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is a little too blurry, I think. We don't get anything out of this. Alright, it's showing us how they're interacting with the game. So I think this is still using the anno date. So yeah, this is definitely beta version. And look at that map there. The way they did Fog of War was differently back then as well. It's a slightly different, more smoother shade of grey. Whereas in the current version it's more... You can still see the geography, but it's greyed out. What's this? Oh, it's so blurry. Such a shame. You can tell they've used cheats to get all these buildings up. Alright, so that looks the same, although that looks like a lot of stars for each general there. A lot of stars. But overall this looks the same. Doesn't look like we made any changes there. Alright, now we got part 2. Ooh, a little bit clearer I think. Let's take a look. Right, yeah, they've used cheats again, obviously, for whoever's selling the game. Ooh, different icons on the left side here. Yeah, I can't make out what they are, but If anyone's got any ideas, this is post-Marine as well. Yep, Watchtower forts look like they were the same price as well. Yeah, I can't get anything out of that. But close enough. Alright, now we got some diplomacy popping up. He's making a deal with SBQR. Now, again, sorry about how blurry it is, but that's how it's done a bit. I can't make out what it is.
Demand tribute for peace.
Let's turn it up a bit.
Much more. Here we will talk to the Senate. Offer to attack the Seleucid Empire within one turn.
Right, offer to attack the Seleucid Empire.
They're willing to offer to help the cause.
And I do make an offer.
They've offered 385 denarii.
Not bad.
Now it's time to
Actually,
carry
that's
out our
terrible.
promise and instigate war against the Seleucids. A Roman army is currently on board a fleet just off the eastern shore of the Adriatic
Right, so yeah, I see what... Yeah, so they're going to war with Seleucids there. That's modded to get them there, of course. Right, we're taking a look east now. Let's see, what can we pick out here? Wait, what? What is that? Oh, then let's reverse it a bit here. So, across, yeah. Right, the spy goes in and it can demolish a building. A completely different layout system. So you got buildings. I think that's characters there. That would be. And then it's got all the odds. This actually looks kind of good. Maybe this could have actually looked better, but overall, I don't know. So it wants to destroy the wall. Yep, siege equipment all the same, although different designs slightly. Alright, so it looks like the assassination, yeah, assassination's the exact same as it is now. So we just moved this, we just brought the assassination model to the spy model later on. Alright, now that is actually everything for the campaign that I could find, so I do hope you've enjoyed. There's not much in this trailer, but I do really like how it looks, so I'm going to show it anyway. I just like how the Brutii, Scipii, Julii... Look at that, that was beautiful. Seeing them all work together like that, I just love this image here of them all, like, marching together like that. Alright, but we are back at the part 2 now, because there is something that someone's just told me. There's something interesting at the start of this, and can you hear it?
Forts and watchtowers to help protect their territory.
This soundtrack that's playing right now, it sounds very Rome Total War, but it's not actually in the game. So this soundtrack piece here, it's cut. Now it's difficult to get much out of it because he's talking over it, and I'm talking over it as well, but I tried to stay quiet when it was playing. So yeah, interesting there, so I do really hope you've enjoyed this. As I said, all links will be down below to all the videos at least, and yeah, hope you've enjoyed. 2 weeks ago we looked at a formable nation in Medieval 2 Total War that you can actually, when playing as Denmark in the Kingdoms expansion Teutonic Order campaign, you can actually form the Kalmar Union. Last week we looked at cut units, and there's going to be a part 2 of that someday as well, because people have just been sending me more units that were cut from the game, which I'm really interested in, and just hidden units and stuff like that. This week we looked at campaign, and yeah, there's still loads more interesting stuff on this channel, so make sure you subscribed for it, and not just looking at guides and alpha versions. There's modded let's plays, a historical series that looks into how accurate each faction is, that's every single Saturday, and yeah, just if you are interested in any of this stuff for Total War, please do subscribe for more, share with anyone you think will be interested, and yeah, have fun. Goodbye.